for somebody inside of a
It's not
van.
of myself.
Are you serious? I'm taking
Yeah, I'm
32 frames per
absolutely
second.
serious.
Whoa,
Yep.
go, whoa, stay away from me.
I'm not new.
There's no nudity going on here. Look, beach.
He's pissed off because you put me in handcuffs.
Cannot even tell me. Just following him. So you are also a disappointment. You can't put.
I'm not under arrest. I didn't do nothing. No. You got the wrong guy. I'm sorry. Oh, what does that say? What does that say?
With the above actions, do you think they should be imprisoned for decades or even life? Is the police system so bad that we believe in justice? Come to Crime Hunter USA Detain, where you can explain what justice is.
A woman in a bikini on the beach. Should she be warned or walk freely in the open? This absurd arrest happened in Myrtle Beach, where circus performer Samantha Panda was handcuffed simply for wearing a bikini. But was it really about public decency or control?
Sam, just relax. Just relax, all right? Well, no. She's being detained right now, okay? All right. How was she just acting in your eyes? That's all I want to see. She asked you if she wants, if you can show her the penal code that says, or the law that says.
I'm your office. So we can explain to you too.
I can hear you. I'm right now. Can I just stay here, please?
If you want to see it, you have to come to court.
We're not going anywhere. You're not going to what?
So, why is it illegal to have a bikini on the beach? Did someone complain?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't just show up and tell everybody everything. Shall be unlawful for any person appearing in the nude on any public beach access to the public waters or any public property in the view of the public.
I'm not
So
new.
no, there's nobody nude.
Samantha and her friend Kendall were calmly enjoying the beach when officers stopped them, citing public nudity under Section 530, even though they were fully covered in standard swimwear. When they asked for the specific law they were breaking, officers responded with vague threats, escalating the situation with handcuffs and demands to unlock Samantha's phone.
As long as it's not in a sexually explicit manner.
We're just
No, I'm serious.
illegal. Nothing in there says any quote-unquote private parts are not uncovered. Yeah, I'm not new.
There's no nudity going on here. Can we have names and badge numbers, please?
Yeah. What's your first name?
Kyle.
Okay.
No, you're detained right now. Where you're at.
Detained me
Yes.
for being in a thong.
Yes, because of the way you're acting.
No.
She did not act irrationally.
Your questions right now?
No.
Again, I'm talking to her.
Okay, I understand you're talking to her, but
You need to go over there.
no, I'm on a public beach.
He's pissed off because you put me in handcuffs.
Also, why are you guys not recording right now?
You have no reason to. Can we just go home? I'm so uncomfortable. Like, I just want to go home. Literally, you said someone else called and complained about us?
Yeah,
What?
but-
Can you let us know, like, can I go home? Like, can we go?
Okay, so what's going on?
Can he get off of me, please? They called and told him we're nude and that we can't be nude on the beach. I'm not nude. I asked him to show me where it says I can't wear a thong. And then after that, they brought me over here, showed me their book. So, I am not nude. I have everything that is a quote-unquote private part is covered.
Hey, Jim, Sam's been detained right now for wearing a thong on the beach.
You can't tell us that. Anatomical parts could be my...
Her refusal and invocation of the Fifth Amendment were treated as obstruction. No violence, no drugs, no disturbance, just a bathing suit. And law enforcement determined to twist the rules. The officers couldn't clearly state what was illegal. It was all pressure, posturing, and a complete misapplication of authority.
Anatomical parts could be my belly button. You can't just make things up at your discretion.
So let me go pull up the city ordinance for it. Give me just a minute. Get everything printed out and I will show it to you. But you cannot be out here with thong. You have to have one covered. It's actually $101.
Are you going to run away?
She's been cooperating.
I'm not going to run away.
Well, even at the transport specifically,
I don't even think this. I specifically chose not to wear a thong today because I wanted different hairlines.
They just took me out of handcuffs, but they're trying to tell me Kendall that we're nude. I mean, they can't tell me that I'm nude. This is a bikini that I bought in a store. You don't want to tell me what you're going to detain me for.
I did tell you.
No, you didn't.
I did.
So you can just make up whatever you want.
It's not made up.
It is made up because it's saying nudity. There's no nudity.
You keep chiming in, you're going to jail.
For what?
Hindering.
Hindering. We have our social
I'm
distance.
dealing with them. I'm investigating them right now, not you.
Okay, and I'm with them. Just invoke a fifth right now. That's it. Just
Yeah.
Just there's no need to talk and to speak with them. So there's no reason to entertain them.
I don't care what women with children do. They chose to have children. They don't need to look at us.
Listen, then fine. As soon as you get the camera in my face, maybe I'll give you an explanation. I have a camera going.
Okay. And I'd like one for my personal.
None of the officers were punished. Despite the unlawful detention, the Myrtle Beach police tried to move on, but the internet didn't forget. When a bikini is treated as a threat, maybe the real danger isn't public exposure, it's unchecked authority.
If you want to listen, you can.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Alright, specify anatomical performance. Public head, buttocks, hands, bubble, all this other stuff. That's what thumbs is. It's not any secret school stuff. This is the same thing. It should be unlawful. It should be unlawful for any person intentionally to any public beat. And I'm not saying you're nude. It's the fact that you're out here in a thong. That's why we have to have a thong order. We have to cover up. 2, if you're out here in a bathing suit, but I'm trying to be.
You don't have to be. We're adults.
But like I said, that's the reason why. All it is secret orders.
How can you have stores that sell thong bikinis and then not allow us to wear them?
Our city ordinance far as law.
Can you give us anything that's a better guideline, like an inches?
It's about an
or
inch
a
more than mine.
diagram?
So we're just in trouble because someone complained about us specifically.
But if we complained about them, you would ask them as well. So if I said that I was uncomfortable with their butt cheeks, it would be the same thing.
Yes, that is a violation of our city ordinance. I'm clearly told you.
So are you going to address this?
They're in bathing suits that are covering up majority of their behinds or whatever.
No, but they're not though. They might be an inch more than mine.
We're not going to debate this back and forth. It is. I clearly told you what it means and what it is. You can't have a thong. You have to have on some kind of an appropriate. Well, my thing is we're addressing the issue. We're out here telling you what the ordinance is. If you don't want to comply with it, take it to jail with it.
Well, we're just gonna leave.
And that's your right.
Okay, so can we leave now? Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Okay.
If the law is this flexible, how many other rights are just waiting to be bent? Do you think the police actions deserve prosecution? Leave your take in the comments. The next case will leave your jaw on the floor.
You'd think law enforcement would at least know how to keep it together. But nope, Shelby Coniglio, former Pinellas County Deputy Sheriff, has proven otherwise. A mantle of justice who acts like the law doesn't apply to him. Arrogant, entitled, and completely shameless.
That's why I'm asking. Do you have any weapons on you?
I live right there.
Do you have some kind of ID or anything on you?
My ID is not here, but I'm a Pinellas County deputy.
Okay.
Higgins was having none of that and proceeded to ask her.
But Higgins wasn't buying it. She followed protocol, asked for identification, and stayed calm while Shelby mindlessly repeated that she was a deputy. When a female officer came to assist, Shelby shifted into victim mode and said she just wanted to go home.
Do you have anything with your name on? Can I see your driver's license?
Sure.
Do you have your work ID?
No, it's at home in my cruiser.
The act didn't last long. Once she was asked to step out of the vehicle for a sobriety test, Shelby's demeanor flipped. She became rude, combative, and visibly offended at being treated like a civilian. She mocked Officer Higgins, questioning if she was new on the job, and brazenly implied she deserved special treatment because of her badge.
Get out, I can get in. I mean, you can come in. No. I don't know. Whatever you guys want to do, whatever it is. I live at that light right there. So if you want to hang out, if you don't want to hang out.
Eventually.
If I were Officer Higgins, I'd throw Shelby in jail for deliberately disrespecting the law she was sworn to uphold. Despite repeated tests, Shelby performed poorly, contradicted herself, and flat out lied about not drinking. That was the last straw. Officer Higgins read her Miranda rights, handcuffed her, and shoved her into the back of the patrol car, just as she deserved for being entitled, dishonest, and a disgrace to the badge. Shelby Coniglio violated Florida Statute 316-19-3 by driving under the influence, facing license suspension, and up to 6 months in jail. She resisted an officer under Statute 843.02, punishable by up to 1 year in jail. She also refused a breath test under Statute 316-19-3-2, resulting in a 1-year license suspension.
Need help? Alright.
Justice isn't a title, it's an action, and that day justice was served. Moving on to another mission, I have a quick question. If a male cop met Shelby, would he simply idolize her hotness? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and we can discuss.
He's going 911.
In 2022, Officer Kenneth Skynes and 2 other officers from the Albuquerque Police Department were caught on camera brutalizing a 53-year-old disabled man in a sickening display of power abuse.
Go ahead and grab all your money yourself out, okay? You want to walk us to walk to you, or you want to walk to Go ahead and put your money out there. I'm going to move your money, okay? You're coming with us now, okay? So go ahead and grab your money, sir.
The man was simply trying to pay for his items at the checkout counter, but instead of offering help when he struggled, the officers jumped straight to accusations, claiming he was shoplifting. They snatched the money from his hands like bullies and violently dragged him away as he tried to explain himself. When the man refused to hand over his name, the officers exploded with aggression. They arrested him on the spot for non-compliance and concealing identity, as if daring to ask questions while disabled was a crime. Desperate and scared, the man called 911, telling them that he was being harassed by security. The response? More threats. The officers warned him they'd slap him with trespassing charges and then illegally searched him, ripping through his pockets and seizing his cash, a blatant violation of his Fourth Amendment rights.
You got an ID on you, man?
Not giving you any idea.
If you don't identify yourself, you're under arrest, okay?
You're not police.
Yes, we are.
No, you're not. You're security.
So what's your name, man?
None of your business.
All right, then you're under arrest. Go ahead, put your hands behind your back.
Who are you calling, man? You ain't even.
He's calling 911. That's what he said anyway.
I was just paying. I was just having my stuff locked in my fanny pack. And the security cars came, and I didn't take more time than anyone else. The other ones.
Things only got worse. After finding a few legal prescriptions with his name, Officer Skynes, in an act of pure intimidation, threatened to charge him with drug trafficking unless he gave up his identity. Not because there was any evidence, not because there was any danger, just because he could.
So, let me ask you this. You know we're cops now, right? Do you want to identify yourself? What's your name? Tell me your name.
This is my money.
We're taking it with us.
The man was arrested, humiliated, and locked up. But when the case hit court, it fell apart instantly. All charges were dropped. No evidence, no crime, just a disabled man who had the misfortune of crossing paths with power-hungry officers.
These aren't your prescriptions, unfortunate. Unless your name's Matthew. What's your name? Is it Matthew McCannis? Ooh, that sounds like a name. Well, I hope your name's Matthew, otherwise you're getting charged with trafficking, because this is a lot of drugs.
Officer Kenneth Skynes, however, didn't walk away clean. He was found guilty of abuse of authority, violating police conduct codes, and breaking the Americans with Disabilities Act, ADA. He became the perfect example of what happens when the badge becomes a weapon, not a shield. Because when those sworn to protect the vulnerable turn into their tormentors, the law eventually strikes back.
Don't film a bank unless you want to be chased like a criminal. A camera is more suspicious than a gun. On June 17, 2024, independent journalist Mike Norton conducted a First Amendment audit by filming the Washington Federal Bank in Bremerton, Washington from a public sidewalk.
If you have a problem with somebody outside of the camera, you just close your blinds. It's not rocket science, man. The fact of the matter is, it's perfectly legal to walk around, at least in Bremerton, Washington, to walk around with a mask on.
He never stepped onto bank property, never spoke to anyone inside, and made no threats. Yet a customer called 911, claiming Norton had bad intentions.
911, what are you reporting?
It's a non-emergency. I'm at the WaFd Bank here in Bremerton off of 303, and there is a man outside with a mega camera taking photos of the inside the bank.
And I'm so sorry, one more time, the name of the business.
Washington Federal. He's got a mask on.
Is he there right now?
Yep.
He's outside,
certainly
correct?
is. Yes, he is. And he's scoping, using his camera to scope into the bank.
Does he have any weapons with him?
I don't know.
Can I get a brief
He's got a.
description? Is he white, black, Asian, Hispanic?
He's white. He's got a blue cap on.
How old does he look? I know it's kind of hard with a mask, you can tell.
Maybe 40s, maybe 50s.
How tall is he?
I can't tell.
Is he small, medium, or heavy build?
I don't know, and he's moving around.
Cap, jacket, anything else?
No, and he just raised the camera.
And again, I want to make sure he's outside of the building, correct?
That's correct.
And I don't want you to do this, but I want to know, did anybody confront him or ask him why he's doing this?
No, I came into the branch and the girls were closing the blinds so that he wasn't able to take pictures. There is one window that's exposed to the north.
Is it like a phone or is it like a big camera?
It's a big camera.
But what is your role there?
I'm a client of Washington Federal. I was going to make a deposit.
Here, it does look like my partner is working on letting them know. Would you like follow-up contact from law enforcement? Again, you don't have to.
Yes. Do you want the ladies to go ahead and lock the door?
It'll be whatever's their policy, whatever's best for them. I can go ahead and put a request to ask law enforcement, but I'm not absolutely certain. But again, you said you did want follow-up contact from law enforcement?
Yes, please.
Were you preferring contact in person there or over the phone?
No, in person.
Okay.
I think somebody needs to come to the branch.
Okay. And I just want to make sure, is there a reason why the employees aren't calling?
I don't know.
Okay.
I can't answer that.
That's okay. The individual that's outside, it doesn't look like he's related in any way to the bank, correct?
No.
Okay. Well, again, if nothing has changed so far, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and let you go so I can take other emergency calls, but if anything changes before they get there, I want you to give us a call back on 911, all right?
I will. Thank you.
No problem. I'll let you go.
Bye.
There we go. Friendly neighborhood police officers here.
Moments later, Deputy Dominguez arrived and demanded ID with zero legal grounds. Norton refused, citing the Fourth Amendment and Washington's law, which requires no ID unless under arrest. Rather than de-escalate, Dominguez fabricated a story that Norton put a camera in her face and invaded her space.
Why you're standing outside of a bank recording?
Well, you can ask.
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm not going to tell you, but you can ask. Yes, absolutely.
Well, you're the subject of a radio call now. Because
What was the call about?
Suspicious behavior that you're standing outside of the bank, recording and taking photographs of the bank.
So somebody called and said that I was taking photos?
Yes, with your camera.
On a public sidewalk. And you guys actually came out for that?
Yeah, we sure did.
Crazy.
Why wouldn't we?
I mean, if somebody called and said there's a Jew walking down the sidewalk, would you guys respond to that, or is it just people taking pictures? I don't understand. I mean, it's not a crime, nothing illegal.
But it is scary for the people inside. It's concerning.
Well, if it's scary for the people inside,
do you not believe it's concerning if you're outside photographing a bank?
I'll tell you, when people
do you
are,
think that's suspicious, sir?
when I do not actually.
Okay.
When people find things scary, I know fear makes people do strange things. For example, if I was afraid of somebody outside, I wouldn't send a woman out by herself, feet from the man, to confront him. I would, I'd stay inside, first of all. So a gal came outside and was talking to me. She didn't seem scared at all. And if she was scared, she had a funny way of showing it.
Was she an employee?
Yeah, I believe she was, yes.
Okay, well, so who called us was not an employee.
I have no control over that. So somebody called you and they said, there's a man outside taking photographs.
Of the bank.
Okay, are you under the impression that that's illegal?
What was that?
You're not under the impression that that is a crime, are you?
No, I'm saying it's this behavior
Got it.
that you're standing out front of a bank.
Well, there's 10,000 reasons why somebody might be standing outside of a bank recording. And I'll be frank with you, to address...
Do you have any ID on you, sir?
Sure, but I'm not a big fan of that, though.
Do you mind handing it to me?
I do, actually, because I'm not a big fan of forfeiting my Fourth Amendment rights to placate the personal curiosity of yourself or somebody inside of a bank.
Not of myself.
No.
I didn't just pass along and see you standing here recording and choose to stop you.
I'm gonna...
You were the subject of a radio call. There's a difference there.
It's not a crime.
I'm just telling you.
All right, I'm telling you, it's not a crime.
But I can still identify who you are.
You can ask.
But her body cam betrayed the truth. She repeatedly advanced toward him while he backed away. With no laws broken and the footage contradicting her version, all the police could do was hand Norton a trespass notice, even though he'd never set foot on the property.
Of committing a crime.
I could be doing this for purposes of committing a crime.
Yeah, you're photographing a bank.
Yeah, I guess I could be, theoretically. I'm
Don't
not.
take my picture.
Are you serious?
Do not take my picture.
Are you serious? I'm taking
Yeah, I'm
32
absolutely
frames per second.
serious.
Whoa,
Yep.
whoa, stay away from me. Hey. I will take your picture. It's perfectly legal. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. There you go.
Staying up right now, is there a supervisor available? The subject here is uncooperative and refusing to answer the statements.
Hold the back up for them taking your photo? Is that what you're doing? No crime is being committed here.
I walked away right now. He's continuing to follow me. Don't come any closer. Hey, I'm letting you know, don't come any closer. You can stay right there if you want to continue to record. If you want to continue to record, you can stay over there.
I have every right to walk up the sidewalk.
But don't come any closer.
I'm walking up the sidewalk.
Okay, continue to walk up the sidewalk.
Now I'm watching you. Clearly.
This way, the subject.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you've been drinking today?
Have I been drinking?
Have you been drinking today?
Copy, thank you. And he is recording, just for units to be aware, and taking photographs of me. I have a feeling, just so you guys know,
he didn't want to give me his name, so I told him I'll start a supervisor this way then. They're concerned because he has been like zooming in with the camera. They don't know what he's trying to take pictures of inside the bank because he's standing on the other side where the window is. They want him trespassed. I don't want him.
He's on the property right
now. Back. Yeah.
He posted up on the property, so he already probably knows the game.
Yeah. So I figured whenever the supervisor gets here, I'll let them make that call if it's that's trying to ID him.
Supervisor?
No, I called one. I'll explain after. And then he just started. He like took the camera like this, and I told him get it out of my face, and I tried to move. And he's like, "You're gonna not let me take pictures of you," and I kept moving in a circle around him. And I was like, "Hey, have a good day, bye," and I just walked off. And he just like followed me up, and I was like, I told you to stop. You can wait on the sidewalk. Don't come any closer.
Could be, theoretically. I'm not.
Take my picture.
Are you serious?
Do not take my picture.
Are you serious? I'm taking 32 frames per second. Whoa,
Yep.
whoa, stay away from me. Hey, hey, hey.
He was like, I can't walk on the sidewalk. And I told him, yeah, you can walk on the sidewalk. Stay on the sidewalk then.
So, if the bank just wants him trespass and he's going to refuse to identify himself and just fill out a trespass form and just take a picture of him, and then that's it. Just verbally tell him, hey, you're not allowed back here, you're not for a year or whatever, and you can come back and be trespassing, and that's about it. But he can stand on the sidewalk on public property and record as much as he wants. So.
Yeah. He was like, I don't know why they'd send a woman out here to confront me if I'm so scary. And I was like, well, the employees didn't call us. It was someone else. I don't know. He was being very...
So who wants him trespassed then? The employees?
The bank. They said that they are concerned.
So if I were you, I'd just, do you have any of those trespass forms?
Yeah, I'm going to have them go print one and then fill it out.
Just print it and start filling it out, and we'll just hang out. He's going to pull over here.
Yeah, thanks.
Print two so you can keep one and hand it one to him.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to,
Yeah,
I mean, he
he's
might
not gonna
want
sign
one,
it.
honestly. So.
Technically speaking. Hey, what's up, buddy? Well, I think it's a first. I'm gonna go ahead and mute here.
Are we all good? You guys set Dominguez straight? She seemed real scared.
He has been
Really scared.
saying that Dominguez is really
Why?
scared.
I just want to make sure you guys are good. You just know I'm just a guy out taking pictures.
Just a guy out here taking pictures is what he's saying. I think the plan is we're going to issue him a trespass notice, and whether he takes it or not, he's not supposed to come into the bank. We'll have him on camera, huh? Or be on the bank or bank property. He's on the sidewalk now. Yeah, so we'll hand him the trespass notice. If he wants to sign it, he can sign it. If not, we'll just hand it to him, and I'll be done with it. It doesn't matter if you accept it or not. We have his image. Go on.
Agile little snowflake that she is, she got really scared when I started aiming the camera at her, which is really weird because I've been recording her 32 frames per second from the minute she approached me. So I can't make heads or tails out of that. The camera scared her. I got this guy here. I don't know who this fellow is. We got this one here, and then there's another fellow over here. I think they're just trying to double check and verify that the First Amendment hasn't been rescinded yet.
All right, well, he's videotaping me as I'm walking around my cell phone, so I'm gonna get off. All right, so the game plan, as I understand it, Tommy's gonna issue him trespass notice and tell him he's trespassed. I don't think we need to go up and force to do that. Somebody with Dominguez would be fine.
I don't care. I can go up there.
Just see what car he's in.
I'm sure he's walking.
You want me or my trainee?
Well, I wrote you down.
Okay.
I don't want any.
Yeah.
He walked off that way somewhere.
Like, am I free to go? And I was like, well, man, you haven't committed a crime. You're not being detained. So.
He was videotaping from inside.
Oh, from inside?
He's videotaping from the window inside, so we'll go this way in case we see him.
I don't think you can't come up this way without getting all the way.
All right, let's go just talk to him. We don't need to go in force. I'll go with Dominguez. Gotta sit tight.
They got all the windows blocked successfully. There you go. Paranoid bank employees. I'm walking by and yes, I am. If you check this out online, I might get arrested here in about 2 minutes. So if you want to stick around, I'll tell you. Take some footage of this if these guys arrest me, because I'm not going to forfeit my Fourth Amendment rights. They try to identify. One go, you'll see it. You'll see the deal. Yeah, it's bizarre, absolutely bizarre. Dominguez, are you still afraid of a camera? It looks like you got multiple cameras on you.
You with a trespass notice.
Sweet.
The bank is trespassing you from the property.
From their property.
From
Sure.
their property, yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
I got no problem with that.
If you trespass on their property, they will call us and you will be arrested.
Well, they're going to call you whether I trespass on their property or not, Dominguez.
Okay.
I haven't stepped foot on their property. Bless your heart. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Wait. You're not over her by chance, are you? Do you have more seniority over? I do not want to sign that. Absolutely not. Dominguez, nice try.
Here's your copy.
Oh, thanks. Wait. Let me see. What does that say exactly?
You don't want the copy?
I'm just taking a look at it. Yeah, I'll take that. Sure. Peering into bank windows with camera recording. Interesting. All right. Bless your heart. Yeah, I'd get some additional training, Dominguez. You're scared of your own shadow. I'm walking up a sidewalk. You're 40 feet away and said, "Don't come any closer to me."
Did I tell you I was going to do anything to you? No.
You clearly panicked when I aimed the camera at you on the sidewalk. You panicked.
Am I panicked right now?
A lot. No, you're not panicked right now because you got some backup here for you. All by yourself.
I think I'm scared, sir.
I think you're a chicken when you're all by yourself.
Okay,
All right.
You can believe whatever you want to believe, sir.
Well, I saw it with my own eyes. I mean, who do I believe? You or my lying eyes? All right.
When body cams expose lies, we must ask, how many times have these stories gone unchecked without footage? If officers fear cameras more than criminals, something is deeply broken. Think this is the final straw? Not even close. The next story will make you question who's threatening free speech. Comment now to shift scenes.
Give me a little bit of space here. What seems to be?
Are you a commissioner?
I am the commissioner. One of the commissioners, and I'm heading up.
Do you have an ID with that?
That is my ID, and that is my business card. I am the commissioner of the Port Authority, and I'm heading up over 4,000 police officers. Okay? So, if there's a problem...
An ethics commissioner storms a traffic stop, barking orders like she owns the law, flashing her title, not her ID. But when the body cam rolls, her power trip turns into public humiliation. Was she arrested, or just untouchable? March 31st, Tenafly police stopped a car with no valid registration, routine, until Commissioner Karen Turner stormed in. She flashes titles like weapons, lawyer, mayor's friend, boss of 4,000 cops. In her eyes, the law isn't a process, it's a tool to be bent by those in power.
Driver will tell you.
No. I need...
The car's getting towed.
Why is the car getting towed?
Go ask him.
No. I'm asking. You're the person who's ordered it, and trust me.
Miss, this does not involve you. 1%.
Yeah, it does. It does, because I'm picking them up, and I'm offering to take responsibility for them, and you can't even tell me the charge. I'm also an attorney, so I think if you can't tell me what is the problem.
That's fine.
Why is it such a difficulty to say why they're being pulled over and why the car's being towed?
Because everything has already been explained.
I know, but I need to know.
Why do you need to know?
Because this is impacting me, because I got 4 people who are coming back to my house, including people who live in New Haven attending Yale Graduate School, a PhD student, and I don't know why it's so difficult to say what the problem is. This is impacting me. On Easter Sunday, I got to take 4 people
I'll be honest.
back to New
I'll be honest with
Haven.
you. Would you like me to be frank with you?
Yeah, I want to know what the problem is.
It's more of the way you just approach it.
Turner's daughter is pulled over by the police. Call her mother. Turner arrives immediately, not as a relative, but as a high-ranking official ready to intervene.
And your demeanor.
You know what? Okay.
I'm being honest.
I want to know why.
I just don't appreciate your demeanor.
I don't
You're being very
appreciate-
demanding with me.
No, I'm asking you a question which is not being answered.
But it doesn't need to be answered. It's irrelevant.
You know what?
If you'd like
You
to
don't
read
wanna-
my report, you can come down to the police department records on Monday, and you can get a copy of it.
And you can't.
I am under.
Turner appears, without asking, immediately yells at the police, shows her business card and claims to be in charge of 4,000 officers, a show of arrogance in the middle of the street.
They're all adults.
That's my daughter.
And she's a
these
backseat
are her
passenger.
friends.
She's a backseat passenger.
And there's a
She has
problem with you describing it because you don't feel confident. Why these people are being
Your
pulled
daughter
over?
has not been
And
summoned. She was not the driver. This is not her vehicle. It's not your vehicle.
I'm
How are
sorry,
you involved?
but this is not going to be. If you have a problem explaining what the problem is and why their car is being confiscated, then we have a problem. And trust me, I will be in with the commissioner of police of.
The 2 officers remain calm, refusing to provide information because she was not the driver. The more Turner talks, the quieter they become, letting the cameras do the work.
Sentence together
Take a
on what
step back.
the problem is.
Because I'm not because of your demeanor.
No, I
I
came
am
in
under
very
no
nicely.
legal obligation to tell you.
And I'm under
Okay.
no legal obligation to tell you what I will be doing. But I
You
will.
can do whatever you would like to do.
She's been
This is a lawful motor vehicle stop. You are here to pick them up. Okay?
Okay.
There's going to be a report.
Yep.
The
There will
driver
be a
has been
report.
advised of everything that's going on.
Okay. I was
All the
there for
proper
your
forms have been
graduation
filled out.
when you guys came in town. And it wasn't that long
What
ago.
graduation? What are you talking about?
Okay.
What graduation
Thank
when I
you
came
very
into
much,
what town? What-
Saditsky and Kaplan. Thank you for
Have
your
a nice day.
information and help. You know what? I hope you have a really nice holiday weekend too, because you just ruined it for a lot of people. Without
I
even the
didn't.
decency.
I didn't ruin anything.
Yeah,
I'm just
you
doing my
did.
job.
Yeah, you did.
I would just
This
hope
is
you
their
being
Easter,
a commissioner
this is their Passover.
that you would understand
You
the job
did it.
police officers have to do. But
There is no explanation. How can I understand? You
didn't
don't
even
have
ask
the
him.
decency.
You didn't even
no,
ask
I'm
him.
asking you because you're the one that's making the report a problem.
Without proper registration, the car is impounded. Turner screams that her vacation is ruined, then turns to personal insults against the 2 officers.
I'm asking
in another
you,
agency,
I'm asking
whatever it may
you,
be. I mean, you have a business card with
How many
credentials.
times-
I don't know you. I just met you a minute ago. You have no official
So
identification.
Louis, you know Louis, what's his name, Schmarodaki?
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, I'm just telling you who I am. I've been in the town for 20 years, and as a courtesy, I would like to understand the rationale for their being pulled over and their car confiscated. This is a courtesy. I don't know why it's
I
difficult.
believe
You know
you
what?
should ask your
Can
daughter
you
and the
please-
driver of the motor
My
vehicle.
daughter is a backseat passenger, as you
Exactly.
said. You are making the accusation. I would like to know.
What accusation?
The accusation of I don't know what, because you haven't told me. You're telling me to go Monday and read the report. When these kids, you said ask them. It's not them. I'm not going to ask the driver what you are accusing them of wrongdoing. I'm asking you because you're the source of the accusation. They are not the source, you're the source. So I'm trying to go to the source. If you want me to go to their side of the story, I will.
I think
But
that's the
I
best
will
thing.
do that.
I think it's the best thing at this point.
You know what? I'm very disappointed in the way the 2 of you are acting. You cannot even tell me, a mother living in Tenafly for 20 years with 2 kids who went through the school system, what the problem is. And that's shocking. It's shocking that you can't even give me a sentence.
I think
no,
we should
Savitsky,
conclude this.
I will
Just for safety reasons, this is a high-speed road. I think we should all get off of the road. It's a little bit dangerous for us being out here as long as we were
Thank
anyway.
you for your concern with my safety.
Okay.
I don't need it. You can't put a sentence together. Sorry.
Okay.
That's pathetic. And you are a disappointment. And you are just following him. So you are also a disappointment. You can't put together a sentence of what the problem
Are you finished
is.
now? Are you finished, ma'am?
I'm shocked. I'm shocked and very disappointed. Thank you for your help.
You may take them now.
You may not tell me when to take my child. You may shut.
Rejected and out of control, Turner leaves. But the viral video forces her to resign on April 23. Abuse of power cannot escape justice. Ethics Commissioner, unethical behavior familiar? When power goes too far, who will stop it? Comment now to move on to the next case, where status is worse than behavior.
And not tell me when I may take my kids and her friends who are PhD students from MIT and Yale. You may tell me nothing because you told me nothing. Shame on both of you. I will be talking to the chief of police.
Please.
And I will be speaking to the mayor.
Badge number 540.
I got your name. I got your name.
Just to make sure there's no discrepancy.
There's no discrepancy.
Matt is the first name.
Don't you worry.
As long as you got all the information right.
I got all your information, sweetheart. You can't put a sentence together. That's shameful.
Okay.
That's shameful.
Have a pleasant weekend.
Wonderful weekend. You're going to
There is no receipt for
They can't even tell you the name, what the reason. They can't tell me the reason why you're being pulled over.
The police
Are you
can found
tomorrow?
online. Is that online?
What company are you?
Find out the what? The location of the event. No, it's at the police department. Okay.
In the end, the law was on the side of justice. Turner was forced to resign on April 23. Many people, after seeing the video, said that this punishment was too light for people who abused power and acted recklessly like Turner.
Police headquarters. You can take it.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
Have a pleasant day.
Ruined the perfect holiday weekend. 4 or 5 people.
Have a nice day.
We're going to come back.
Take care now.
An ethical commissioner who acts unethically, ironic or familiar. Unchecked power is the seed of abuse of power. Do you think Turner is just an isolated case, or the tip of the iceberg of power? Comment now to get to the next, even more shocking situation.
You're very wrong. Okay, no, you are wrong. What do you mean if you're wrong? You're wrong. You're wrong. You guys are not going to try to manhandle me first of all. I'm not under arrest. I didn't do nothing. No. If you got the wrong guy, I'm suing all of you guys. Let me get your card. Can I get your card? Can I get your card? Okay. I'm not standing up front. I don't have a warrant. I don't have any officers.
A man is handcuffed in the middle of the street just because he looks like someone, but when he takes out his wallet, the police say nothing. No apology, no explanation, just let him go like he never insulted anyone in the middle of the street. Is this the law, or a mafia-style arrest disguised as a public authority? Do you think this is just a mistake, or a brazen demonstration of a system that allows force to replace reason? June 1, 2019, Rochester, Minnesota. A man is smoking a cigarette outside a bar when two officers suddenly come upon him. No warrant, no evidence, no name. They insist he is a suspect, Jake, just because his face looks like...
No, I'm not Jake. Hi, you look like Jake. There you go. I look like Jake. Yeah, you're Jake. You're Jake. Okay, get out of my face, man. You guys are harassing me. Yes, you guys are. Hey, you're fucking harassing me. You're assuming I'm someone I'm not. Okay, if you're not, then... No. I'm free to go, okay? Us. Am I being detained? Yeah, you are. For what? Stand up for your hands, man. I'm not. Yes. For what? I don't...
No disturbance, no violation, just smoking. An anonymous citizen, but no one expected him to be the target of an identified rampage.
You are stupid. I don't know how you became a cop. Matter of fact, anybody can become a cop nowadays. Yeah, so you guys really had no other choice to do? My ID's in my back pocket. Y'all got watch how funny this is. Go ahead, look at it. No, don't hate me. Look at it.
Without a valid reason, they surrounded him with a domineering tone. No matter who he was, just believe they were right. He protested, asked for an ID check. The police ignored him, pinning his hands to the pavement. Human rights crushed under black shoes labeled suspect. The ID cards pulled from their wallets made them pale. Wrong person. Wrong all. They removed the handcuffs, turned their backs as if they had never arrested the wrong person. But who could undo his humiliation?
Oh, what does that say? What does that say? Oh my God! No, get the fuck off me, dude! Get off me, dude! Bro, you f***ed up. Matter of fact, I need your cards. I need your supervisor over here. Call your supervisor over here. You guys are the stupidest motherfucker I ever met in my life. How'd you guys?
Tough guy and this guy here.
No, what do you mean? I look like him. I need your guys. Supervisor. Sir, can you please come here? Are you the supervisor? I'm someone that I'm not. I told them I'm not who they think I am. They said no, you are. I'm positive you are. I request your supervisor. Oh, you're gonna. Why is that? Yes, I'm the people. You guys serve us. So,
that's because they're corrupt as fuck.
Come on, baby, come on. Okay, I would like your card as well. Yep, you can have my card. And I'm going to follow the report on you.
They were not held accountable immediately, but were harshly criticized and faced a request for a complaint from the victim. The incident has brought the Rochester Police Department under a wave of public outrage and scrutiny.
They wasn't allowed to talk. Somebody arrested him.
Someone and try to.
Right, and he made a mistake, and then once he figured out who you were, he unhandcuffed you. What if somebody did that to you?
Leave. Just get out of here. You guys leave. Leave. You guys have a good night. No, you guys have a good night. Get out of here.
No.
Get the out of here.
We're not in your face. What do you mean? You just arrested him here.
You guys just try to
release him. So if he wants to make a complaint, you can go make it.
I will make a complaint. Believe me, I will. I will make a complaint on all three of you guys.
That's fine.
Do your job better. Go.
When power is in the hands of the careless, justice is a shadow. Do you think this was an accident or a repeat of a pattern of abuse? If you also feel that abusers of power need to be exposed, please like, comment, and stay tuned for the next Corrupt Cop series because this is just the tip of the iceberg.